This is John Emmanuel Pilak for the Noble Sage Art Gallery in London, and I'm here in sunny Colombo in Sri Lanka meeting artist Anoma. Tell us a little bit about your time in England. How did that influence your work, would you say?
Oh, hugely, hugely. I think in that I was in London, and therefore I was exposed to everything that London has to offer, and I became very interested in theatre and opera, literature, English countryside, which I love, you know. I came back to Sri Lanka, and when I first came back to Sri Lanka, I was very re-inspired, if you like, by our own culture. And then since then it's become different in the personal.
Yeah, I think poetry and the poetic, how poetry is read is a good analogy for how your own work is read.
You know, literature, poetry particularly, as well as music, and in fact opera, are the things that I kind of that inform my life, but it seems to therefore inform my paintings.
Your
also,
paintings,
you know, and actually I paint to music.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're both unfinished works.
But
that is kind of closer to being finished. It's mixed media on paper, and I use papers and a variety of different mediums, like everything from pencil to watercolor, dyes, oil pastels, pastel, again pencil, then sometimes again over that with gouache. So very layered, and sort of feel it is different from different angles.
Do you start with figures and work around figures, or
I mean, in my sketchbooks, I always work with sketches before, and so in my sketchbooks I work out the figures that I want, and then they go into the drawing when I'm doing the first layout and the drawing. But then I lose them completely, and then they reappear or not, as you might find or not, you know.
Right.
I'm very happy for people to again see it on very many different levels. I mean, it's fine if all you see is shapes and colors, and it's fine if you start to go in deeper and to start to see more. You know? With this, I'm playing with the ideas of angles. Well, thinking of also that people have different angles and different viewpoints, but also of them being different spaces that we're in, you know, and that we can move on. And so the idea of this shape implies a boat, implies movement, and in a way that again reflects our movements. I mean, where do we start? Where do we end?
Where are we in this
journey? You know, I mean, so these are very much about internal journeys as well.
Noma, have you got any of your sketchbooks that we could have a look at, maybe? Because that was something I forgot to. I'd love to see.
This was just a sketchbook that I was working with in India.
This is where you're working out your figures, right? The figures.
Yes, you see, so I kind of do very sketchy kind of layouts, if you like. And I use, as I said, I'm kind of writing also inspires me, so I like, you know, spend quite a lot of time writing.
Thank you so much. I'm going to try and shake your hand from behind the camera. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks a lot.